Hey guys, today we're going to be reviewing Godzilla vs. King Kong, the culmination of the entire monster multiverse. It all leads up to this movie. So some things that I liked about Godzilla vs. King Kong are obviously the monster fights, King Kong fighting and battling Godzilla. There are only really like two main fight scenes between these two monsters, Godzilla and King Kong. The first fight scene was like okay. But the second fight scene is something that's pretty epic. The CGI was on point. King Kong and Godzilla both had their moments in the fight where you just kind of sit there and go like, that's insane, that's crazy. It was well choreographed. King Kong fought this way I thought he would fight, kind of like leaping around. Godzilla just using his blast and everything like that. It was a really well choreographed fight. The CGI was amazing, and I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, my praise for this film pretty much ends there at the monsters fighting, at the fight scenes, because other than watching King Kong and Godzilla absolutely try to murder and kill each other, this movie falls short in a lot of different places. For example, we're introduced to new characters that feel kind of flat, corny, and one-dimensional. And one character in particular is just outright pretty annoying the entirety of the film, and that he's on screen.
The fact that you're talking about clearance tax right now in a time of crisis is incredibly unprofessional. We should be talking about evacuation, you know what I mean? No!
Not only that, the acting at times feels, again, a little corny, a little cliche. It feels as if, the movie team, the directors said, hey, we have a 2-hour film. We can't have 2 hours of just constant fighting between Godzilla and King Kong. We can't have a 2-hour fight scene. So what can we throw in between those fight scenes, so we just have a little bit of a buffer. And it's like they just threw a whole bunch of incoherent plot points into the film just so they don't have 2 hours worth of King Kong fighting Godzilla. This movie is really only good for honestly the fight scenes, and that's something that I heard people say even before I watched this movie. Early critics came out and said, hey, don't watch this movie if you're looking for even like a sensible plot or a good plot. Just take it at face value to see Godzilla and King Kong fight. And after watching this movie, I can 100% agree. Watch this movie if you want to see King Kong and Godzilla fight, and if you don't really care about character development, a coherent a plot, you don't care about cliches and corniness, But yeah, other than that, if I had to rate this film 1 out of 10, because I'm a huge King Kong fan, and the fact that we actually got these two monsters to fight on screen, in my heart, this movie is like a 9 or 10 out of 10. But if I'm being realistic, in all actuality, this movie is probably like a 6 out of 10. It's a pretty average film. And, I heard people say to continue the MonsterVerse. Who knows, if they'll continue the MonsterVerse. Personally, I don't want to see King Kong fight Godzilla again. Nor do I want to see any more Kong movies, because I just feel like, compared to the 2005 King Kong, I just don't like the new Kong. The reimagined Kong, how he scaled up and everything like that. They scaled him up and changed him so he'd be able to fight Godzilla. I don't really like this reimagined Kong, so I'm a little biased. I don't really want any more Kong movies, but we can definitely have more Godzilla movies. I know he has a ton of different enemies in the comics, so I'll definitely be on board to continue the MonsterVerse, but in the direction of Godzilla only. So we shall see. Fingers crossed. Hopefully there'll be more movies. If you like this review, thanks for watching. Slap a like on it and subscribe here for more reviews in the future.